Hi everyone, this is Billy. Adruboy FX is a very successful gaming console. Started with an open source design and allow people to make their own homemade units. This is the one I created using credit card and the same circuit shared. The only thing I added is the pedals on the left and right that allows you to control movement of your spaceship, or in the case of ping pong games, your bets up and down. A month ago, I've started designing my own PCB, and today I finally finished it. I want to share with you how you can also do it in subsequent videos, and how you can program your homemade Adruboy FX clone to program one of the games or create another repository of 400 plus games like what I am using now. You may find it very difficult just by looking at it, how you can design a PCB and solder it and troubleshoot and get the program to load, but it's not actually that difficult. And the nice things about this Adruboy FX clone is you can load as many games as can fit on 60 megabytes of RAM. This will amount to around 500 games. Right now, I have only loaded around 400 games. So this is the ping pong games that we make use of my pedals. You can actually play it with two fingers yourself, or you can actually ask someone to hold the wheel on the right hand side, you hold the wheel on the left hand side, and enjoy a multi-game play like that. Thanks to Mr. Blinky, who created this bootloader with a menu system and a flash that can hold the 500 games. So you operate that by the arrow keys, left and right, to select different folder. Each folder has their own games, top and bottom to select the games. And I created a hardware tester, so you can simply test all the buttons after you made it. The wheels, you can move it, and you can see the analog to digital converter numbers from 0 to 1023. The way I designed the front wheel is they use the same pin as the up, down, left, right arrow keys, but you can use them simultaneously at the same time. We call this multiplex of the pin. This allows us to play the same game or use different way to play the game using the same pin. So let me show you how I play one of the Space Invader-like games. Okay, instead of using the D-pad, I use the thumb wheels, the pedals. It allows me to move the spaceship to different positions instantly, unlike using the D-pad where you need to wait for the spaceship to gradually slide over to the other side. So my board has also got an expansion port at the left. It is also the port where you program the bootloader. The bootloader cannot be programmed using the USB interface. USB interface is only used for loading your game. Now let me show you how you can load a new game into this system. First, you need to go to arduino.cc to download the software for your operating system. Could be Windows, could be Linux, could be a Mac OS. For Mac, they also allow you to choose between Intel and the Apple Silicon. So once you download it, it will open this screen. Then you can set up your board. But because it's a non-standard board according to Arduino, you need to first get it updated to your system, the IDE first. The way you do it is to copy this line into this box in the settings, additional board manager. So this is Mr. Binkley's GitHub page where he gave you some instruction. I'll put the link down in the description of the YouTube video. So just copy and paste this link into this box and click OK. Then you can select the Tools menu and choose Board and then Boards Manager. In the search box, type in Homemade. Then you'll be able to find Mr. Brinkley's homemade package. And just click on it and choose to install. I've already installed it, so I don't need to, but there will be an install button for you if it's the first time you install it. Next, you need to go to Tools, Boards, and select the Adruboy homemade package and do a number of settings. The first settings is this board type. Choose Pro Micro 5V standard wiring. Second setting is this one. We choose Cat V 3K, start with the menu. That's the menu system that I just showed you. Next, if you're using the SSD 1309 like the PCB I made, then you can select the startup contrast of your OLED lighting, normal or highest. Let's select normal for the time being. And then you want to select the optimized core that runs faster. Otherwise, you can have the standard Arduino core. Then your display, depending on what you are doing. If you are the genuine Adruboy FX, choose the SSD 1306. If it is a PCB that I designed and made, I choose the SSD 1309. The next setting is how you control the flash memory chip. If you're using the original Adruboy FX, choose the pin 2 or SDA. If you're using my PCB board, choose the pin 0 or the RX. Next, connect the USB cable between your computer and the PCB. I'm using the USB-C. So after a few seconds, you may see that a port show up. When you choose the Tools port, you can just click on that port name. For the Mac, it's /etc/cu.something. Now it's the time to find a game that we want to download to the Adruboy FX. So let's search Adruboy games, and you'll find quickly there's an Adruboy community. Click this link and then you can go onto the Adruboy community page where there's a special session for games. And you can scroll down and find any games you're interested to load to your Adruboy FX board. Let's find one that we can try. Okay, what about this one? The Kong game that used to be one of the very old arcade machine games. So we need to look at the description there, find where you can download the game. So there's a GitHub on the game, so just click on that link. Then you can use the GitHub download feature, the green button there that called code, to download the software. It will download a zip file that you can decompress to get all the game files. Pick the zip file downloaded to open and decompress. This is the folder storing the decompressed files. You'll find a file called con.ino, which is the master file for the source code of the game. So we can now double click this INO file to open it. If it's the first time you use Arduino IDE, you need to select your board first so they know how to compile your program according to your hardware. So our board is called Adruboy. So let's type Adruboy and search. You see, we see Adruboy FX there. Scroll down, you see homemade Adruboy. That's our board. After that, you can click the tick sign, the amber one highlighted just now, to compile the program and upload to the board. Just wait a few seconds and the upload will be done. So it's writing and verifying. So now you got the game loaded on your console. You can play it now using the instruction provided on the screen and enjoy the game. In the next video, I'll show you how you can compile your own game library of 500 games or more. Stay tuned. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done yet. My channel is having a lot of DIY projects covering different domains. You can also share with your friends and click like if you like my video. Button B, then it will go back to the game you just loaded. So this is how to get the game into the console.